Hello everybody! This is LudiCole15 here. Welcome back to another part of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. Last time I checked I was a boy and not a girl. My name was Genius, not Leaf. I don't remember my gameplay being that long. And I certainly do not remember this team. What's going on here? Did someone like have my game versus? Okay, what am I kidding? This is actually a file of Pokemon Fire Red. You're probably wondering, why am I on Fire Red and not Leaf Green? Well, remember when I said that I wouldn't do a complete run of the Pokedex because I said I didn't have access to trade? Or I thought I couldn't trade at all here? Guess what? You can actually trade Pokemon through this game. I will try to explain how. I don't want to show an example just because I've done it way too often, kind of tired of doing it, and I don't really want to like trade and swap over games. But you can actually trade. And it's quite like legit maybe, but not like hacking technically. But yeah. Anyways, this is a Fire Red file. You're probably wondering, why is it a Fire Red file? Like, there's Vileplume. Like, you don't see Vileplumes on Leaf Green now, do you? But this is my team for Fire Red that I played through. I played through the entire game, story mode twice. Like, I played through this game, beat round 2 of Leaf 4. Had an easier time, honestly, because I had like a lot of free time. Yeah. This is what my team looks like. Dante the Charizard. Here's his moveset. Nest the Lapras moveset. Pretty cool. One of my better Pokemon. I just love Lapras. Daisy the Vileplume. Not bad stats. Typical move pool, though maybe I should have gotten rid of Moonlight because I don't need 2 healing moves. Dixie-Con the Primeape with these critical moves. And yeah. And here's another proof why. You can only get Golem through trading. Yeah, this is another proof that I've actually been able to trade recently without like technically hacking, because like you'll figure out what I mean by it is doable to trade. That's all I can tell you. Anyways, Bulldozer the Golem, one of my better members because it took down that like Alakazam easily, and its moveset, and Bolt the Jolteon with these killer stats and Rash, which is a perfect nature. But yeah, that's my team. Now, I just wanted to show you this because I just went through the game twice. But the main reason why I actually played through this is because I tried to catch every Pokemon here. And I'm going to show you some Pokemon I've caught here so far. This isn't the Pokedex. Like, my full Pokedex complete is not here. It's rather my Leaf Green because, you know, that's where my main file was. But I traded over a lot of the exclusives over to here. Here's what I mean by I traded over Ekans and Arbok. I traded over the Oddish line, obviously. I traded over the Psyduck line, the Growlithe line. I was able to get all the trade exclusives over to my Leaf Green. I traded over my Children Cloister. I also traded over this Weezing because, like, Weezing in the wild is only available in Fire Red. You can get Coughing at Leaf Green, but I personally did not want to train anymore. Yeah, like, Seadra's only available in the wild there, but in here Fire Red, but I was able to evolve a Horsing to Seadra and Leaf Green. Scyther's only available here, and oh man, Safari Zone was a pain. Yes, I went through Safaris on my own. Because off screen, I caught every Pokemon in Leaf Green. That's what I'm going to show you today. But in the meantime, I should show you what things I've done over the last few months. Because it's been a while since I've recorded. Anyways, here's Electabuzz. Only found here. Kabuto, I got that other fossil that I didn't get. Yeah. Those are the exclusives I got. What am I doing? I shouldn't be showing you this, but yeah, I beat the game here. And I'm going to show you what I mean by when I say that you can like trade over Pokemon here. But first, let me show you this actually. Here's proof that I traded over Pokemon. This is how many trades I've done. I've done 26 trades. through back and forth trading just to get all the Pokemon. Was it worth it to get the full Pokedex? We're gonna go over that soon. But let me just show you an example of what I mean by trading. So first up, we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center and what you do to trade or so. I don't want to trade right now just because like I've done it way too much. I'm kind of tired of doing it. But you would go here, the cable link, trade center, and then you would like connect with the Nether, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald game. And to do that, how to trade, you ask? Like, you see my buttons right here on L and R? That like little square button, 3 bars. You press that and then try to find like local link and then start a Leaf Green and trade from there. That's how you trade, basically, through ROM. Here. It only works on GBA. I tried doing it on DS, it just doesn't work. But, yeah, if you want to use My Boy Emulator, then there you go. That's how you trade. You can actually do it. Trust me when I say that. That's how I was able to trade over all the Pokemon that evolved through trading, like Golem here, and then also trading over Pokemon that are version exclusives, and other Pokemon you can't get, like the Omanyte and Kabuto. Yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is swap over to my Leaf Green game. I just wanted to show you guys this of what my progress on Fire Red was. Made it through the entire thing. Got every Pokemon. Yeah. Let's show you what my Leaf Green looks like now.
And here we have my Leaf Green game. So you're probably wondering again, why am I in the Celadon game corner? Because I still have a Pokemon I haven't bought yet. No, I don't want Abra. There's a Pokemon I still do not have, but now we do have them. I forgot that you could like buy coins or so. Wait, why do I have Raikou here? I don't know. Here's Porygon. Serious nature, huh? Alright. So that's the last Pokemon I needed. So now we have everyone. Let me show you my full Pokedex. Complete. Yeah. Oh man, it took forever to complete this Pokedex. Yeah, you can look at here what I did over the last couple months completing the Pokedex. I wasn't kidding when I said it, that I would have it done. No, I never said I would have it done. I didn't think about it all. So it's Porygon, and that's everyone now. I did hatch that egg, Togepi. I got an extra Execute for some reason. I got the Raikou in front. I'm going to keep him in front for the rest of the game, probably. And now to show you the Pokedex. But before I do that, actually, I want to do another thing. Just want to show you this. 152 in the Pokedex. Also, no Mew, in case you're wondering, because we don't count Mew. My gameplay time, which is significantly higher because of all those training hours I spent. And not a single shiny. Okay, I'll talk about shinies in a bit because something happened with that, actually. But as you can see here, I've done 28 trades. You're probably wondering why I did 26 there and 28 there, in here. Because I quickly downloaded another Leaf Green so I can get the other 2 starters and trade it from there, and then there you go. That's all I did. But here's my teammate. Oh yeah, right. Never mind. So let me quickly just show you what the Pokedex looks like, because... Oh wait, before I do that, actually, let me talk to Professor Oak. Yes. Yep, Pokedex is complete. We got all of them, guys, and Kanto Pokedex is entirely complete. Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that National Dex because we're not completed that. We're just doing Kanto only. And where were we? Oh yeah. Now let's look at our Pokedex. Let's look at our Pokedex and see all of our Pokemon. So here's all of our Pokemon. As you can see here, look at the name. Look at the OT original trainer. That should tell you that I traded from other games. For example, there's Bulbasaur here. I breeded from the... What I did for the starters, I got 1 starter, traded it over here, breed 2 more, and then start leveling them up to where they reach their evolutions. So I breeded for 2 Bulbasaurs, evolved one of them into Ivysaur, and then the one I was using the entire way through was automatically a Venusaur. Because you get a lot more experience when you use a traded Pokemon. So that's why I went for Venusaur on the ones I traded over. So here's what they are basically. This is an example. I traded a Bulbasaur from one of my LeafGreens all the way to and evolved it to a Venusaur here. Because you get more experience. And the OTs, yeah, let's not question about that. But here's our full complete Pokedex. Sorry if I'm like going in places towards it when I'm talking, but I'm really exhausted from training these Pokemon, being in the full complete Pokedex. Here's proof. Never mind. Just why are you holding experience, Cheryl? You're probably like the last evolution I was working on. This is a complete Pokedex. Squirtle, Wartortle. And our team members are also here too. So Koopa the Blastoise is now level 69, of course. One thing you should know about my Koopa, I taught him Hydro Pump and got rid of Hydro Cannon because at this point I'd rather take Hydro Pump over Hydro Cannon. That's what they should know. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Tuna. Most of the guys I caught, some of the others I evolved immediately. You can tell where I messed with most of these. Some like Pidgeot I had to evolve. Some I traded over. That's about it. But I should talk about how it was tough to get these guys. Well, most of them were pretty easy to get. Some like took forever to get. Here's Mickey the Raichu. Didn't change much. I don't think anyway. Yeah, it didn't change. I just talk about how annoying it was to catch these Pokemon, but I'd rather talk about the one specifically. Oh, never mind. I thought I froze. But no. Forgot, this is in the box. Stay still. Nidoqueen. Some of these I evolved on my own. Oh, one thing about this Nidorino, I should tell you about this right now. In my Fire Red, while I was playing through, or on the 5th gym or so, when I entered the Safari Zone to get my Scyther. Remember when I talked about shinies, guys? Yeah. Let me talk about Nidorino. So I was going through Safari Zone in Fire Red, trying to find a Scyther, and then I find a shiny Nidorino with a repel trick, and of course it ran away. That was my first shiny, and it ran away. Rip Nidorino shiny. And it's a shame too, because shiny Nidoking is an awesome shiny I would have loved to have. I didn't trade this one over. This is just one, but in Fire Red, I just found shiny Nidorino and it ran away. Because, you know, 3 shakes is never enough to catch a Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon Go where 3 shakes is automatically a catch. But yeah, failed my first shiny. Thankfully, I played a Pokemon Ruby in one of my files. I caught a shiny Carvana while trying to find a Feebas. So thankfully I do have a shiny that isn't Gyarados in the Gold and Silver games. Yeah. Nor that's Dratini in the White Tree Hollow and Pokemon White too. That was my first shiny and it ran away. Rip Nidorino. Odin Nidoking didn't change much. You're probably wondering like how these guys got like 4 levels off screen. I was giving experience share to most of the Pokemon that I was raising, so they got levels in return. A lot of them. Clefairy finally caught Clefairy finally. I thought I would never find one. Bullpix. Crown with the Ninetales didn't change much, so I probably should have given it something like Shadow Ball or... The moveset could have been better for me, honestly. Like, I could have given a better moveset, honestly. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Zubat, Golbat. You get it, guys. This is a complete Pokedex. That's all you need to know. I traded over these guys mostly. Yeah, I traded over them. I think. Yeah, I traded over like a Gloom. Yeah. My Slave, Parasect, who I did not catch in Safari Zone because most of them I did not want to catch. I caught this one in Safari Zone. Metamoss in Safari Zone wasn't that bad a catch, but there were some stinkers out there I needed to catch. Psyduck I traded over. Grouse I traded over, obviously. I don't know why the Polo looks in that way. But, cool. Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. I call it this guy's a Kadabra and evolved it from there. Yeah, just note that I traded over most Pokemon and traded them back. I wish I knew that sooner, because then I would have honestly done a complete Pokedex run as I played through this. Because now you guys are probably going to be shocked that this is like a random bonus video, because this is like a bonus video, that's it. So, yeah. After this video, I think I'm legit done with LeafGreen, because this is the only thing I wanted to show. Just I caught a complete Pokedex. It's through ROM, unfortunately, so most of you guys will not find it legit. But just note that I didn't like use any randomizers or anything like that. I legit traded over the Pokemon. You can look at the original trainers and look how many times I traded over to prove that. And I did do all the in-game trains. I did do that. So you just note that. Try hard the Drio. Has he changed? Has she changed much? Well, not really. Still has the same moves. Seal. Yeah, man, I enjoyed this game, trust me. I love Gen 3 a lot. Like, a lot. I played through a lot of Gen 3 mostly because, like, it's such a, like, good gen. Introduce abilities, natures, those are, like, my two favorite things about Pokemon. Some of my favorites. Physical split is nice, but Gen 4 is a bit slow for my liking. But it's still a really good gen. Another Pokemon I traded over and back, Gengar. I just really had a fun time with this game, honestly. I should probably give an actual proper review as to what I feel about my playthrough. I wish I wasn't wrong because most of you guys feel uncomfortable about it, but oh, here's Palmer, by the way. Wasn't changed. But just note that it was a really fun playthrough. It was my first time doing a playthrough. I wish I could actually do them legit, but I don't have a capture card. I don't have a capture card to actually play games. Otherwise, I could probably do some N64 games. So I can tell most of you guys would love to see Nintendo stuff, but I can't show you Nintendo stuff because like Nintendo has a really bad copyright system. Also, I should tell you, this Hitmonlee I did trade over. Forgot to mention that. I didn't breed for it. Mark the Lickitung, another Pokemon trade that was through an in-game trade. This Weezing I traded over. Rhyhorn, I evolved a Rhyhorn all the way to Rhydon because you cannot find a wild Rhydon. Chansey, you! Well, it wasn't as bad, but it took me still about 2 hours because I caught Kangaskhan, Tauros, and Pinsir before this thing, obviously. But just note, this thing is not easy to catch, and Bold isn't even a good nature for it. Tangela, Kangaskhan, yes, it was an awful time just trying to catch these safaris on Pokemon, but in the end, it was worth it. Yeah, I evolved this Horsing to Seadra all the way. Goldeen. I caught this through Safari Zone. Sorry, and Starmie. Although evolutionary items, I just evolve immediately. I don't care about what moves they would learn. As long as I get them, evolve immediately. That's all I cared about. Last box, Starmie. Jinx through a trade, named Zinx. Scyther, I traded over. Mr. Mime through a trade. Buzz Lightyear. Through trade, yeah, I named him Buzz. I should name him dudes someday. Magmar, I caught through Mount Ember. Pinsir, I was able to get really lucky because when I started getting the Safaris on Pokemon, Pinsir appeared out of nowhere and then I just started doing a repel trick and I caught it easily. I got really lucky with Pinsir. Did not get him through the Game Corner because Porygon was going to be an issue. Same with Tauros, though Tauros was still tricky to find. Magikarp, I forgot you can catch wild Gyarados. No, never mind. I told you guys that you can find Gyarados in my Let's Play. Lapras was through that guy who gave me that Lapras. Eevee, this is an Eevee I breeded. I did not. That other Eevee, you'll find out what I did to it, but that Eevee I got through Bill, I breeded over 3 Eevees to get the ones I need. This is an Eevee I breeded. This is the Eevee that evolved into a Vaporeon. It's level 29 because I was breeding with Ditto. This Eevee evolved into Jolteon. And I love that they're both animate natures and they don't benefit from it. Well, Flareon does, but let's just say, like, Flareon does not have any good physical moves in this game, and yeah, nobody really likes Flareon, to be honest. Porygon just got it because Game Corner of Omanite, Bred, almost are evolved. Yeah, almost was another Pokemon I have to level up because, you know, you can't, like, get it. I hate that in this game they're level 5. The fossil's level 5. And like, unlike in Red and Blue where it was like level 30, I think, or level 25, I don't remember. Either way, that was a good enough level for me to evolve it. Kabuto has to trade it over to a breed. Aerodactyl level 5. Snorlax is the one I caught in the Let's Play. And then my birds. But here are the 3 big ones. Dratini, this one I bred because I was really exhausted. I was tired of catching Dratini Safaris and I decided to just hatch one instead. This Dragonair I did not catch, obviously. I evolved it because I was seriously tired of trying to find a Dragonair that I decided to catch 2 Dratinis and move on. And in Dragon I had to level up all the way to 55. It was not an easy time raising this thing, but it was worth it to get the thing, and last but not least, Mewtwo. And that's the full Pokedex. Without cheating, well, it's wrong, but like, I didn't do any randomizers or hacking. I just traded over how I'm supposed to, all the exclusives, and evolved everybody without catching things. You get my idea. Either way, the Pokedex complete. Is there something wrong? Please tell me. I don't know. Just know what I have to go through. But yeah, it's the Pokedex. I know this is so awkward, but just let's move on. So where am I going now, you ask? Let's see, where's the building? I think that is the building, actually. I want to go here. Because there's somewhere in here, there's a guy who gives you something special if you complete the Pokedex. Remember that guy that I thought I would never get to? Here he is, right? Man, I feel dirty. Let's move on. Because now we have our full Pokedex complete, that is Kanto. We may now get, at long last, after 6 months of grinding, the diploma. This document is issued in recognition of your magnificent achievement, the completion of the Kanto Pokedex. Something I never do in my life. Especially through ROM, since you can hack and all that, but I don't like to do that at all. I don't speed up, I don't save state, none of that. I tried avoiding it, and I succeeded. Even you guys can observe my Let's Play. Even through all the grinding, I didn't speed up, because I don't like doing that sort of stuff. Just note that I'm really honest when I say that, because I would never want to do things that other people can't do. Trading is something people can do, just not everyone has access to. But that is the entire complete Kanto Dex. With that done, we don't have anything to do. So I guess that's it. This is a bit awkward. So, actually, I'm gonna do I want to talk about a couple of things about this game quickly. So, I'll bear it back and let me talk about them quick. Alright, good. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. One thing you should note about this is the time I'm recording right now is January 5th. And the time I recorded the other 2 parts of this video is December 31st. I had a bit of an incident with recording, but now it's good to go, so let's get started to where we were. I just want to show you one thing that I never went over, and that's the area in here. If I'm correct, this is the island, one island. I just want to show you, like, one thing I never went over, and that's here, though I need to get someone with surf, so let me go over there right now and get someone with surf. Let me get one of my old members of Team Coop out here. Let's go get him. So, there's just one area I never explored in this island that I need to talk about. Well, not really, but it's not really like something I need to talk about, but like, it's an area I never talked about at all that I should honestly want to show you guys. Just because, like, I never showed you guys at all. Just a bit of hidden items and that's about it. So I should have a super pill still. Oh geez, I remember I bought a lot of these while I wanted to get away from a lot of Pokemon. It's been a while since I played this game. 6 months! You know, since I was recording. Treasure Beach. This is the one area I never went through. And we're gonna do a little battle that I also never did against a trainer that I never did. This one right here. I never fought this trainer because I never, you know, pay attention. But she just has a couple seals. I think I have a Dugong as well. The little 36 seal is nothing compared to my little 69 Blastoise. Oh yeah, I also turn off animations, obviously. So one thing I should talk about that I never did about this Let's Play that I didn't want to talk about, but now I should. So, you guys... Oh, this thing will never get old. You guys heard of events called... Like, events that are only Generation 3. You guys heard of those, like, ticket events? I'm not going to show one here, obviously, because I don't have it in ROM. I'm not going to cheat, so you guys can't get it, but I can. I will be cheating on it, so I don't want to do that. But there's these events that got released only once if you have an actual physical cartridge of the game that were released years ago that you can't access anymore unless you have, like, probably, I think it's Action Replay. I don't know, just there's some events that I want to talk about. There's only one here, though. You can find hidden items here, though, just so you know. Gotta search for it. You can find, like, Ultra Balls and some other stuff. That's all I remember. Have a repel on. I made a default to this immediately. That was a bit awkward when I'm swapping topics, but there's something I want to talk about a bit about events. But first, let me talk about what you can find here. You can find a pearl. You can find items here. Daily, I think, anyway. And you want to use the item finder on this, but this is where you can find, like, items. That's about it. An Ultra Ball, that's what I was talking about. And there's more sitting here. And the items right here. So, let's see. Let's try to find some items here. There's your Stardust. I think these, like, respawn daily or so, but all I know is they appear. Jeez, there's so many items. I don't need them anymore, especially with their balls, because got every Pokemon. Let's find it. There's another pearl. There's more items here. Try to find it. Somewhere above here. There's your Stardust. There's another item here. Jeez, so many darn items. I keep saying that over and over. But I can't emphasize enough. I'm just surprised I actually never knew this area existed. That's all. So once again, I'm running out of topics to say. There really isn't much to do in this video. Just show off the Pokemon and show off one little event I need to talk about that you can get if you're playing an actual cartridge. Okay, I've checked that area already. What could it be? There it is. Jeez, an Ultra Ball. I don't need that anymore, obviously. I think there's still some other stuff. Really? Nothing else? Alright then, let's go. That's it for now, but... Alright, let me finally talk about the event. So, there's one event you can do in this game, an Emerald. If you were able to have access to it, which obviously I don't. Well, what happened is you talk to this guy, and then you show him the ticket, and you would go to the area. So let me show you the map, and let me show you what event would look like. So if you were to have the item, the Aurora ticket, which will appear in the screen about right now or so, you would be able to show the sailor the Aurora ticket through the event, and then you'd be able to access an island. Oh, it's somewhere on near 5 or 6, 7 island, but there will be an island somewhere near the Sevi Islands. I'm gonna show you what I mean by. Let me go to 7 Island just to see. There's a little island you can go to that's not shown on the map, but only appears as if you have access to it. So let me show you what I mean by. Yes, if you had access to this, you'd be able to see an island right here called Burst Island, which will appear in the screen a bit. But let me talk about this. The Burst Island, you would be able to catch the mystical Pokemon Deoxys. After doing some sort of little triangle trick. Illuminati Confer, by the way. The Deoxys, if I'm correct, is level 30, and depending on what version of the game you have, Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald, you begin to form the normal, attack, or defense form. I don't remember which forms you get, but just note that if you had the Aurora ticket years ago, you'd be able to get Deoxys. Obviously, this is a ROM, and I don't want to cheat, so let's not do that. But yeah, it's the only thing I wanted to talk about. Burst Island is a place you can access if you had the Aurora ticket. That's the only event I can think of that you can get through this game. Other events you can get through Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. Like the Eon ticket thing with Latios or Latios, depending which Eon you didn't get. Mew, which is only Emerald, and Ho and Lugia. Actually, I think Ho and Lugia are in this game. Or I think they're only... I think Deoxys is the only one. I'm hoping I'm correct on that. But Ho and Lugia, if I'm correct, are Emerald. I don't know. Either way, they're exclusive events to Gen 3. That's all you need to know. And there's also Mirage Island, which you can get in Ruby Sapphire, but you're more likely to run into a shiny than you are with the Mirage Island and get yourself like a Wana, and then I don't remember what the berry is. I think it's Lychee Berry? I don't know. Or maybe it's a lot more rare than that. I don't remember what the berry is. But I think it's Lychee Berry you can naturally get. And there's also like the alternate cave, whatever it's called. That cave, you can access Pokemon via like events or so. Either way, there's a lot of events that I wish didn't have to go through e-reader or so. Well, it wasn't just e-reader, just one-time events. I really didn't like that for Gen 3. I really didn't. Even Gen 4 had that issue with Shaman, Darkrai, Arceus, who didn't get released at all. And those 3 events never got released for the Diamond and Pearl games and Platinum 2. Gen 5 had that Victini with the legendary beasts. And there's also the Zoro and Zorak in Black and White 1. But yeah, I just want to talk about a bit of events. I will be talking more about events on my next Let's Play, which will be in May. So don't expect me to come back until then. And Total Push, with the 3rd season, whatever, I'm going to find a name for it. That will be coming. I just want to start getting into new ways of editing videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this last video of my goodness, I'm thinking of it. Pokemon Leaf Green. Unless I'm mistaken, that should be everything. All the bonus things I want to do. So what I'm going to do is put Koopa back and just end it here in 7 Island, most likely. So, this has been Ludico15. See you guys next time for what should be a new LP this time. And this time it's going to be different. It's not going to be a generation back. We're going to go a generation forward. So, see you guys next time for a new LP. 57 hours, by the way, huh?